CNP featured research. This is your Diet Mental Health Break number 47, brought to you by the Center for Nutritional Psychology. 2 minutes to learn and be good to yourself. Does gut microbiota regulate the diet-anxiety relationship? Let's find out. Many of us have experienced situations where we're under stress and experience strong negative emotions. We might roam around thinking about what we can do about our intense emotions. Then, we might decide to eat something. This is called stress-induced eating. It's an example of emotional eating, a behavior where we eat not because our body needs nutrients, but because we use food to cope with our current emotions. Noting that several studies explore the interactions between our emotions and mental health disorders and diet, study author Melissa Basso and her colleagues wanted to help integrate the available evidence. They focused on the relationship between anxiety and diet. These researchers note that there is a cyclical feedback loop between emotions, including anxiety, and behavioral responses that can be reinforced by dietary content. On the one hand, food components can act on the brain and mental health by modulating brain chemistry. This can happen through various mechanisms that depend on the activity of the gut microbiome, including the modulation of the part of the nervous system that governs the activities of the gastrointestinal tract, mechanisms regulating various hormones, or modulating the byproducts of bacterial activity that can affect inflammation or gut health. On the other hand, anxiety promotes unhealthy eating habits through stimulating emotional eating behavior. While engaged in emotional eating, individuals tend to choose unhealthy products, often rich in sugars, trans fatty acids, and various additives. High intake of sugar activates the system in the brain in charge of reward processing and emotion regulation in a way similar to what substances that cause addiction do. Overall, reviewing the existing evidence, the authors of this paper argue that gut microbiota mediates the link between diet and anxiety in both directions. The studies on this topic are still in their infancy, but they hold promise to open a new avenue of treatments for anxiety and various other mental health disorders. Our thanks to Melissa Basso and her colleagues for conducting this informative analysis. Read a full summary of this interesting study on the Center for Nutritional Psychology website, or find more interesting studies on the diet-anxiety connection in the diet, depression, and anxiety research category in the Nutritional Psychology Research Library. This Diet Mental Health Break is brought to you by the Center for Nutritional Psychology, CNP, consolidating the world's research in the nutrition-psychology relationship, one study at a time.